Good morning, crew, and happy Thursday, aka Friday Junior. So today we got 3 blocks for a body weight workout. We're gonna start. The first one is a 10-minute AMRAP, where we got 10 reps of every exercise. Now a lot of them are left-right exercises, so you have 10 on each side. After that 10-minute block, we go into block 2, where it's on the time, 60 seconds for round 1, 30 for round 2, 60 for round 3. Then we go down to block 3, where everything is on the minute. We'll do it 2 times through. So that's what we got planned so far today. Again, this is all body weight. If you want to hold on to weights for any exercise to make it more challenging, feel free to do so. Let's talk about this first block. So we got 10 minutes, 10 reps per exercise. If it's right, left, it's 10 on each side. We start with that Beetle or kick through. So your shoulders are over wrist, those knees are at 90. You come up to those toes. We extend opposite hand through, opposite foot comes up, and switch and back. Now that option there, if that kick through is a little too much for you, you can always just take it to the knees and practice kicking the legs through, keeping the arms on the ground, or hold that plank and do that plank with rotation. From there we go into a scorpion plank. So it's that nice high plank position. As we hinge back into those hips, one foot comes up, all the way back to that plank, switching sides. So again, 10 on each side. Every time we get plank, engage in that core. That takes us to that static crunch heel tap. So that chest is off the ground, low back stays flat, core is engaged. Reach through the leg for the opposite heel. 10 on each side, squeezing that oblique. We then take those legs up. We crunch up for that opposing toe reach, all the way back down. Crunch up and reach for that opposite toe. And keeping that core engaged, we got 10 on each side. Legs straight, our knees bent. Then we pop it up for 10 tuck jumps. That's gonna be where you try to get nice and low, explode up and tap those knees. That option again, just tap the knees, 1 on each side. So that's gonna be our first 10 minutes. Again, 10 reps per exercise. If it's right, left, 10 on each side. Let's go ahead and get ready with those Beetles or kick throughs. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Core is tight. Extend it through. Extend it through, so that would be 1. We're going for 10. Always make sure shoulders over wrist. Core is tight. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here's 10, and 10, cool. Now we're gonna flip it into that scorpion plank, 10 on each side, shoulders over wrist, hinge back into those hips, come forward, squeeze that core. You want to do this on the knees as well. And every time we come forward, make sure those hips and shoulders get in alignment. Here's 9. 1 more each side for 10. Then we take onto our back, static crunch heel tap, 10 on each side, lift up, reaching for the opposite heel. Knees stay apart. Nine and 10. Opposite toe reach. So we're going to drive up, reach for one foot, control down, drive up, reach for that other foot, still squeezing that core. Here's 4 and 4. Remember, it's all about exhale and squeeze at that top. There's 8s, 9s, and 10s. No, yeah, those 10 tuck jumps. Again, that option, just march those knees nice and high. So we sink down into it, launch it from 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Now we go back to the top with those Beetles. Remember, this is an AMRAP, so go back to your own pace as we go through this. Have some fun with it. 10 on each side. Core is tight. Send it through. Back to that neutral, which will always be shoulders over wrists, knees at 90. Eight, 9, and 10. Love it, crew. Now we're gonna go back into those scorpion planks. 10 reps per side. You can squeeze that core as we get back to that neutral plank position. Perfect. Going back in that static crunch. Alternating heel tap. 10 on each side. Reaching through that heel. Squeeze those side oblique muscles. Nine and 10. Going into opposite toe reach. Again, twisting that shoulder as you come up. Working some transverse core. Here's 9s and 10s. So you pop it up. Those 10 tuck jumps in high knees work as well. Get ready and explode it up. And 10. Perfect, back to that start. 10 more Beetles. Core is tight, here we go. Send it through. Good stuff. And if you fall, that's good. Just get right back into it. 8 and 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. And that takes us back into that scorpion plank. 10 reps per side. Squeezing that core. Right back into it. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Static crunch, heel tap, 10 per side. Again, trying to target those obliques. Reaching through for the opposite heel. And 10. Going to 10 toe reaches. Reaching for that opposite foot. 4, 5, 8, 9, and 10. We go back to those 10 touch jumps. We're getting into that last 2 minutes of work, crew. Looking good. Slowly up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to those Beetles. 10 per side. About 90 seconds to go. Whew. So keeping shoulder over that wrist. Hookah. 8, 9, and 10. Now we'll go back to those 10 scorpion planks. The last minute of work. Hinge back at those hips. Take it on forward. And 10. Ooh, now you flip it on over and go into set a crunch. We got just a couple seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Take that breather. Ooh. First 10 minutes. Nice and done. Let's get ready for the next 10. 4 exercises. Again, these are time. First time on the minute, then on 30, then on the minute. All body weight. We start with just push-ups. Knees or toes, again, you can use that wall for that wall push-up. After a minute of push-ups, we pop it up for squats, feet shoulder width apart. Play with getting those hips as low as you can. Drive it up, so think 2 to 3 counts down, 1 count on that way up. We're going to alternating reverse lunges. Sitting down, straight down with those hips and back up, so you're not rocking forward, instead straight down. That's gonna take us in that shallow deadlift. Hands on those thighs, hinge back in those hips, fill the butt, back the legs. Nay, nay, nothing on that low back. So let's check it out. Get ready for round 1. Everything on the minute, starting with those push-ups. In 3, 2, and 1 minute of push-ups. Get nice and low. Drive it up. Core is tight. Remember, through push-ups, we're not going to bob the head around like a snake. I want to keep those eyes 6 inches up. 30 down, 30 to go. Looking solid, crew. Last 15. We're going to take it up through those squats. In 3, 2, and 1. Squat out, feet shoulder width apart. Sink it down, 2 to 3 seconds. Drive it up for that 1 count. Again, focusing on going back in those hips. Remember, you can always play by wiggling those toes as we sit down. We got 30 down, 30 to go. Looking good here, crew. Just 15. Try and get a little lower in those hips. Here we got just 3, 2, and 1. Alternate reverse lunges. Sitting straight down into those hips. Keeping that chest proud. Looking good. You're going to play with that depth, trying to move with those hips. If you find that you're feeling like you're rocking forward, nay, slow it down. Really go straight down and then right back up. The end of this minute, we go into that shadow deadlift. Again, playing with that tempo as we go. Looking solid. Let's get ready. We've got shadow deadlift in 3, 2, 1. Hands on those thighs. Hinge back. We're pushing that butt back. You feel it, butt back and legs. Drive it up. Also notice how my shoulders stay back that whole time. I'm not rounding my spine or dropping. We want to keep it right there. And then focus on that range of motion as we go. And that subtle bend in the knee is totally okay. Just make sure you're not squatting. For round 2, we repeat everything just at 30 seconds a pop. So it's going to start with push-ups here in 15. Let's get this ready. We'll go to push-ups in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of push-ups right here. Keeping that core nice and tight. Looking solid. Use that exhale to drive it up. Already 15 down. 15 to go. Crew, we got just 3, 2, 1. Body weight squat. Feet shoulder width apart. At least 2 seconds down to that 1 second up. And keeping that weight going back. Rotate into those reverse lunges here. And 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Straight down with those hips. Finding that balance. Good stuff. Again, try not to fall over. We get deadlifts in 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds here. Bring with that deadlift. You can always challenge yourself by having those heels a little closer together. At the end of this 30 seconds, we go back to everything on the minute, starting with those push-ups. Just 15. Crew, let's get ready. Push-ups on the minute in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Looking solid, keeping that core tight. $30 down, 30 to go. We got just 15. You make that edit as you need it. When we take it back up, we got that squat on the minute. Let's go to squats in 3, 2, and 1. Sit down, drive it up. At the end of this minute, we go to that reverse lunge. And under 3 minutes till that break, so let's keep that body moving. Again, slow it down on the way down if you can. Try to get a little lower. We got just 15. Ooh. Let's get ready for those alternating reverse lunges. On the minute in 3, 2, and 1. Last time with these lunges. Again, sitting straight down in those hips. Chest proud. We got this. Again, if you feel like your knees are collapsing inwards on you, whether it be the back knee or the front knee, try and imagine you're pushing it out against the band. Just 30 seconds. Looking good, keeping that drive in 15. We go deadlift for that minute. Crew, we go to that deadlift in 3, 2, and 1. Hinge it back, drive it up, feeling it butt, back of legs. Looking solid here, crew. Just 30 seconds. Looking good, looking good. Try to get a little lower in that stretch if you can. 15. Crew, we got 3, 2, and 1. Taking that breather. Whew, so we got one more block. Each exercise on the minute, we're gonna do 2 times through. So what that starts off with is a walkout. So you're gonna start hands up, walk all the way forward into a plank position, squeeze that core, walk it back, throw those hands in the air. That's that first minute. Then we take it down to a plank jack. So you can be on palms or elbows for this one. Pop the feet out and back in, or you can always step the feet out and in from toes or knees as well. That's gonna flip us onto our back. For a bicycle crunch, the opposite elbow, opposite knee, pushing through that heel. Again, you can keep the shoulders more on the ground to let the legs do their work. We then sit it up for a kneel to stand. So my hips are down on my heels. I drive up, squeeze my butt, squeeze my core. Take 1 foot forward, high knee it, all the way back down. Then I'm gonna switch sides. No, if you can't stand on your own, just get up to that hero squat and then right back up. Last exercise is gonna be a burpee for the whole minute. The push-up is optional from stand. Plant those hands on the ground, step or kick it back to that plank. Push-up optional, step, hop it up, and jump it up. So that's our final round. Everything on the minute. We're gonna do the whole thing twice. Starting with that walkout in 3, 2, and 1. Walk it forward, hit that plank, walk it back. And then wave those hands in the air like we just don't care. But we do. Looking good. 30 down, 30 to go. In about 15, we're gonna take it into that plank jack. Crew, let's get ready. We got that plank jack in 3, 2, and 1. Plank position, palms or elbows. Step or hop it out for that whole minute. Again, you can do toes or knees. And as tempted as we are to tuck that chin, nay, nay, keep those eyes forward. That keeps our spine long. And we keep those shoulders over the wrists. $30 down, 30 to go. Watch that we're not peaking with those hips up. Try and keep those hips in line with those shoulders. We got just 15. We flip it over, bicycle crunch. In 3, 2, and 1. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Pushing through that heel. Again, focus on squeezing that core as the elbow and knee come together. Don't necessarily worry about that speed. Looking solid. 30 down, 30 to go. $15 to that knee will stand. In 3, 2, 1, let's flip it over. Again, we start with hips on heels. Drive up, squeeze those hips open. Powered up from that one leg. All the way back down. And repeat. Switching legs. Again, this is designed more to just reset, but can still easily be work. Finding that balance. 30 down, 30 into those burpees. We got just 10 seconds till burpees. Let's get ready. That push-up is optional in 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute burpees. Hit that plank. Power it up. Nice little hop or calf raise. Looking good here, crew. At the end of this minute, we go back into those walkouts for that final round. Last 5 minutes. We're looking solid. We get that break. Or I should say, we're gonna go to walkouts for that final minute or final round, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's walk it out. Hit that plank. Walk it back. And I swear, I'm gonna use a full sentence today. It's gonna happen. Whew. Looking solid. We got 30 down, 30 to go. Keeping that drive, crew. 15. We go to those plank jacks on that minute. Let's get ready. Final minute of plank jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Again, shoulders over, wrists are elbows that are on the ground. Step or hop it out. Looking solid. 30 down, 30 to go. We're going to take down the elbows if we need it. Just 15. We flip it on over, bicycle crunch in 3, 2, and 1. Bicycle crunch, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Keep pushing through that heel. Looking solid here, crew. Keeping that drive. Got just 15 to that wheel stand. Feel that core. We're going to go to the sand in 3, 2, and 1. Hips on heels, drive it up, stand it up, and repeat. Looking solid here, crew. At the end of this minute, we're going to burpees for the final minute, which is in 30 seconds. Kind of like to have pads down for this exercise. Every once in a while, I think it might be too hard. So I highly recommend that. I keep breathing, switch sides. 15. Crew, we're going to burpees, last minute in 3, 2, and 1. Final minute of work. That means you need those push-ups if you think you got it. Love it, crew. We're coming up to the last 30. Let's stay with it. Any variation you got. Last 15. Whew. Staying with it. At least 2 to 3 more good ones. Crew, we get that break in 3, 2, and 1. Taking that breather, and that